Welcome to our art lesson. So today we're going to be learning how to do some printing for art. And because our topic is towers, tunnels and turrets, I thought it would be good if we did some printing of something to do with that topic. So maybe a castle or a dragon or a coat of arms or something to do with that topic. Okay, so to do foam printing, what you need is some foam sheets. Now these are just foam craft sheets and I bought these from the range, but places like Wilko's and Hobbycraft sell them, and I did buy them during lockdown, so you can still get them. But if you can't go and buy any of those, you could use something like styrofoam plates, or you know the pizza bases. They're sometimes made of styrofoam, you could use that, or any packaging that's styrofoam. They're all good alternatives. Or maybe even, I've not tried this, but maybe some really thick cardboard might work as well. And then we're going to need a spoon, you're going to need a pen or a blunt pencil, paint whatever colour you'd like to use, and then we're going to try it with a roller. A roller's more ideal, so if you have one of those rollers that's on a handle, that would be even better. But we're going to try it with one of these, and we're going to try it with a really thick paintbrush as well to see if it has the same effect. And then you need some plain white paper. Okay, we're ready, helpers?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you each a piece of foam. Now, remember I said if you didn't have foam, there were some alternatives you could use. Now, you don't have to buy packs of this either. You can just buy single sheets at the range and at Wilko's. Right, so Albert, what colour would you like?
Green, please.
Elsie, what colour would you like?
Green, please.
Do you want pink?
No.
No, thank you.
Okay, and I'm going to have white. And then what you do, you decide which way you want it, whether you want it landscape or portrait, and then with your pen or your blunt pencil, you draw the outline of your shape. So I'm going to draw a castle. Albert, what are you going to draw?
A dragon.
And what are you going to draw, Elsie?
A car.
A car, super, okay. So you're then going to draw the outline, pressing on quite hard into your foam sheets, okay? Okay, so I've drawn my castle, my outline of my castle, and I've gone round over it again with my pen just to really kind of dig in. Now if you've done it with pencil, you don't want too sharp a pencil because it will go through the foam, but you want to make quite an indent because when we put the paint on, we want to leave the outline so that that doesn't get paint on. And you'll see what I mean when we get into it. Okay? So, Albert, what have you drawn?
A dragon.
And Elsie, what have you drawn?
A car.
Super! And I've drawn my castle, and as I said, I've gone over it a couple of times over the outline to really make sure it's really kind of indented. Now the next step is we're going to put some paint onto it. So I've chosen red paint, I've squirted some in here. What I need to do now is roll the red paint. We want to try and get it quite rolled like this. And what we're going to do is then roll that onto our foam picture. So it might be worth having a little bit of paper underneath in case you go over the edges. Okay, so I'm just going to put some paint on my castle outline.
Oh, castle.
Like so. And then I'm going to put it onto my paper. Excuse me, Albert. Now, remember, if you've done any writing on your print, it's going to reverse when you put it down onto your paper. And I'm just going to use the spoon and just press it down onto my paper. Let's see if it's worked. Okay, so I could have pressed on a little bit harder with my spoon, but there you go. And that's foam printing. So we've had a few attempts and we've used both the roller and the paintbrush to apply the paint to our foam. And we found we've had the most success with what, Albert?
The roller.
The roller, okay? And try not to spread too much paint, if you can, onto your foam. The other top tip we have is to press really
hard.
Well done, Elsie. You have to press really hard on the outline of your picture, don't you? Okay.
Yeah.
And our third top tip with the spoon is what? Can you remember, Albert?
You press lightly.
You don't need to press very hard. You can just press quite lightly, but make sure you press all over it with the spoon. So there you go. That's our lesson on foam printing in art. So Year 2. Please send us some pictures, upload them to your portfolios because we want to see what your prints look like.
These are some we made.
I'll hold
These
this
are
one up
we
for you.
made.